the Love Goddess Yvette Johnson, Ms.Atlanta from Ms.Atlanta Thick Dream.com. I am here live at the Foxhole here in my bedroom for another vlog. This one is going to be about tips and a little bit of story time. So, tips for my male viewers, my loves, my loves, my loves. Let me get up here. I got to slide back here so you can get the full view of me. Look. Let's get up on this here bed. Let's get up here. Oh, hey. Oh, let's get back here. Oh, okay. Look. Okay, this is like a little sleepover. A little sleepover with you and I. I think I need to move back a little bit further so I can get cozy. I know, fellas. Y'all like, oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Get comfy. Get comfy, girl. Get comfy. Okay, so, getting comfy. Ready? Okay, so, I was sitting here thinking about how I could be of service to help you and your coupleship as the Love Goddess. And I was thinking, why not give out tips to help my male viewers to understand women a little bit more as I've done in the past, okay? Well, I can only come from my point of view and those who I am close with, like my goddess sister and my gal pals and stuff, and their experiences that they've had. I can only come from you in that aspect and also just in a general aspect, okay? As far as my tips. And these tips are about pleasing and how to please a woman in spicing up your bedroom. Number one, you ready? Number one is, dun 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 dun, she comes first. She comes first. You hear me? She comes first and then you come last. I mean, I could just end the post with just that. She comes first, okay? So she comes first and you come last. And another thing that I am intrigued by is a man who has a good vocabulary. You don't have to be a brainiac, even though I find that very sexy. Yes, I do. I find that very sexy when men are intellectual and kinky, okay? So, can I get in the microphone a little bit? Intellectual and sexual. Kinky. I like that a lot. Now, some women, they like the thug and stuff. I should have put a little scrunchie here. Some women like thugs. Some men like thugs. And me preferably, remember I'm coming from my point of view, if you a thug, nothing wrong with learning some facts about your history and about certain things and just knowing a lot, because like knowledge is power, fellas. Knowledge is power. Even if you are a thug and you just, you're so cool and you have a certain swag about yourself, yeah, know a lot of facts. Because here's the thing, communication is key. That's number two. We like men who can communicate. You like women who can hold a conversation. I've heard you over 13 years of being the Love Goddess, okay? I've heard you. You like women who can hold a conversation, okay? So we like the same things. We like men who can hold a conversation. And not really it being like an inquisition, an interview always when we're having a conversation, only to beat us up over our heads with the knowledge that you know. No, communication is key, by the way. So anyway, get some knowledge, work on your communication, and also back to number one, what is it? Make sure she comes first. She comes first. But I had to throw in the communication as far as when we're talking about sex and kinkiness, because this is a kinkiness post. I had to throw that in only because some people feel like their love language is saying I want you, or just coming on to a woman and just being present and being sexual and exchanging that intimacy. That's enough communication. Actually, no. We're going to have to communicate in the bedroom and outside of the bedroom, especially if you want to have it good and spicy, You know. If you don't know, you know now, right? So, communication is key. And also, fellas, we like, I know I like a man who is well put together, well groomed, clean, nice teeth, smelling all good. Invest in you a bottle of expensive cologne, or just invest in a bottle of cologne. Let's not even use the term expensive. It's 2020, okay? Whether it is, what is it, Chanel Blue, or the YSL, those are some good smelling ones. Oh, those are some good smelling ones. Or if you're a Burberry fan or a Versace fan, whatever, invest in good smelling cologne, some smell goods. We like that. We like that. We like that. There's a way to put it on where you don't have to be dripping in it. Just a little, here, little dabs and stuff. And I know men, your cologne wears off quicker than ours does, so you might need to spruce it up during the day or whatnot to keep it, your essence flowing. So if you're out here, or if you're going to go meet her after work, yes, you can still have that going. Just tighten up just a little bit. You don't have to be dripping in it. Didn't I say that? You don't have to be dripping in it. But yes, smelling good, invest in that. And let's see. If I had to talk about the bedroom, so I talk about communication, right? She comes first, right? Okay. And we talked about smelling good, investing in some good smelling cologne, and some nice shoes. Don't have to be expensive shoes. Just some nice shoes. Just your shoes say a lot about you. Just like my foot care. A lot of y'all love my feet. You love how I take care of myself in certain parts of my body. Look, my body. We like men with nice, clean shoes. Whatever the brand you choose, we like men with nice shoes. And just a nice appearance about himself. So let's just put that in there. Now let me get to the kinky and the yummy stuff. What I like, and maybe some other women may like, that's important. To be gainfully employed in school. Maybe you're an entrepreneur. Have some hustle about yourself. Be highly motivated and be a little bit of positive, nothing wrong with being a realist and just, spitting the truth constantly, but being a little positive helps too, and supportive. We love men who support us. That is so attractive. You hear me? So attractive when a man has an interest in what it is that I got going on and an interest in what he has going on, and he can balance that out. Not necessarily saying he's going to help me, but if he admires me for my hustle, my motivation, and he doesn't need that extra push, because there's a lot of y'all out here, fellas, who are looking for a woman to be that motherly figure, to tell y'all what to do, to come up with ideas for dreams. You might be looking for someone to finance your dreams, but the majority of women who are, over 40, fabbing 40, and some of them younger, we're looking for men who are established, who are hustlers, go-getters, self-motivated, who are not a burden outside of our own children. You could just mesh, you could just mesh with us so easy. You hear me? So easy. That is so good. And you don't come with your own fucking drama. But another tip to spicing it up as well. I'm talking about bedroom. Yeah, I am. Outside the bedroom, I'm talking about. So, and I'm kind of mixing and going back and forth. So forgive me. So, I think what's important as far as if I had to talk about the bedroom aspect, fellas, and I'm just thinking, but not thinking too hard. The first thing that comes to mind is, as far as spicing up your bedroom, besides you coming first, okay, be meticulous about the seduction. Take time to think about it. If you are getting bored in your intimacy, what is it that you haven't done in a while with her? What is it that you would like to do? Is it somewhere you would like to go for your intimate time, not in the house all the time? Maybe you want to go somewhere out, get a nice little retreat over here, go check into an Airbnb, or go on a little staycation down at the Westin or the Embassy, whatever. Come up with something that is different, or get rid of the kids. Send them to her mom's, or send them to another family member, or some of your friends that you all mutually trust. create that environment within your home, and you don't necessarily have to spend the time. Just say, hey, I'll babysit your kids, or hey, I'll tune up your car, or or I'll help you out with something else if you don't want to do it, the babysitting in exchange for cash, but if you have the money, people love money, honey. They love money. Give them the money. Can I say in the microphone? Give them the money. Okay. Hopefully you don't have no baby ass kids, and you have someone that'll babysit your kids, your children, or hers, or make the time for you all. I love men. I think it's sexy when they invest into their coupleships, or their intimate side, with whether they are married or they're single and dating with a woman. That just shows they have the willingness to show up. You showing up. Look, you showing up. You showing up. And don't be afraid to you being the one buying the lingerie, you being the one buying the sex toys, you being the one being a little creative in the bedroom. And remember those things that I said earlier. She comes first. Communication, okay? You're going to have some good conversation, right? And I love men who study their lover, their mate, their girlfriend, okay? Study her. Not be obsessed with her. There's a difference between studying her and being obsessed with her. Knowing what she like, what she doesn't like. And if you're new in your coupleship, fairly new, ask her, is it okay if we just explore? Is it okay if we just play around with some things? Or just ask her, what is it that you like? What is it that you don't like? Do you like to be nibbled on your ear? Do you like to be played with on your nipples? Do you like your belly button leg? Do you like your ass leg? Do you like me to suck on your fingers? Do you love to kiss? Not all women love to kiss. Not all women are affectionate. And let me explain why. I know for me, I grew up in an authoritative home. An authoritarian type. An authoritarian, you know what I mean. A mom who was very stern, firm, and she lacked the education on the importance of touch and hugging and positive affirmation. So a lot of my generation and other generations, depending on her home life, they missed out on that. So a lot of women now who are dating or who are in marriages, they have an issue with affection, fellas. And some of you all do too. You have an issue with affection. You either want it too much or you're not giving it enough, And you got to find balance. It's all about balance. What she likes and what you like and what's okay with you. Because you don't want to be too with it. Just enough is good enough. I know that's how I am. I want you when I want you. When I don't want you, I don't want you. Okay? Right. So another tip as far as the bedroom is concerned, being spontaneous, okay, is okay. That means everything doesn't have to be premeditated. Being spontaneous is A-okay. However, if you're in a coupleship that is fairly new and you are just doing things, just assuming that she's, down for the cause, she down for everything, she down for you to get in her asshole, she's down for you to suck your toes, she's down to be choked and bitch slapped around the bedroom just because she kind of waved her kink flag just a little bit, she was a little bit kinky when you first met. Fellas, you cannot assume just because a woman did a certain sexual act that everything else is on the table for you to do. That's not true, okay? Some of y'all make the assumption that if you kinky, you just kinky for all and everything, Bring this whole circus out, dun, 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 Let's get in the asshole. Let's do some BDSM. Let's do some, tickle fetish. Let's do some, role play. Not everybody kink is on that same level as yours. If you're not able to communicate with her and find out what her kinks are, you're going to go down a slippery slope, one, and it's gonna be a battle because she might get an attitude because like, who is this motherfucker think he is trying to choke me? I didn't sign up for that. Just gotta let him spank me on my ass a little bit. Don't mean you can choke me, okay? There's a difference between popping somebody on giving them a little firm smack on the butt and choking them during sex, fellas. You have to know the difference, okay? Can I say that? I practice BDSM. Some people just don't understand. They think all levels of BDSM, if you're in it, that you're just, no, that's not true. So you got to communicate with your partner, definitely, to see what's okay with her. Because I had a situation where I was just feeling myself. Let me come in a little bit closer on the camera. Listen, I was just feeling myself with this particular gentleman, and he just felt like anything goes. And I was like, whoa. I mean, you start putting your hand, what? We don't do that? Oh no, I'm a dom. And if I don't know you, but I'm having sex with you, I don't trust you enough to get in certain levels of dominatrix. You feel me, fellas? So you got to be able to trust someone that you are switching or submitting to. Okay? If I don't know you, I'm not even going to, for me, I'm not getting into that level of kink. Okay? Okay? So yeah, he was just, woo, okay, like, woo, I want to go into detail, but it's like, woo, you gonna try to choke the goddess? Is you fucking crazy? I will fucking punch you in the throat and the dick with my foot at the same time. So anyway, but yeah, what is another one? Tips to spice up the bedroom. Like I said, don't be afraid of using toys. Don't be afraid to communicate. Don't be afraid to change like your environment. Whether it be leaving the room, whether it is redecorating the room, enhancing it with some toys, some music, different foods, some food play, experiencing different levels of intimacy, whether it's nonverbal or verbal, whether you're doing tantric sex and you're doing breathing and you're just touching, just working on sensual touch and massaging the body. Oh, a little nipple stimulation with different things, whether it be hot and cold, feeding her different foods, and maybe you need to get up in your little, jockeys and get to twerking. You can do a little stripper man dance, for her, and cook a little something for her. If you can't cook, hey, there's always takeout for from your favorite restaurant. Hey, I would love to have some Maggiano's and have a nice little spread, and you wearing a little nice little one piece and looking all good coming in, and doing a little dance, and then start from my toes. You hear me? Start from my toes, work your way up and stop over here for a little bit, and stop over here, and then work that middle for a little bit. Oh, and then come up here and play a little bit right here. Oh, yummy, 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 good loving. I'm telling you. There's nothing wrong with prolonging your intercourse. Because here's the thing. If you fellas, some of y'all just so industrial. I said industrial. Because you are so programmed like a robot. You get up. The alarm is at 6, okay? 5 for some of y'all. The alarm, you get up, hit it, snooze maybe for like 5-10 minutes. You get up, get in your shower. You're still looking at your phone, may take your morning poop, whatever, brush your teeth in the shower, whatever you're doing, your little routine, turn on some music, listen to V103, whatever, getting ready, what are you going to wear, and next thing you know, you sit in your car, you're in traffic, just thinking your whole life over, and now you're going to the job, and you just, that's how y'all are in this program, in this rat race, and that's how you compartmentalize your sex. You compartmentalize your relationships with women in a robotics type of nature. Hello? 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 Hey, I didn't lose you, did I? Did I lose you? Did I lose you, darling? Did I lose you? Did I lose you? Yeah, you see your sex as the same thing. Like, okay, I'm going to go to Yvette's house tonight. I know she's going to want me to pick up something, pick up a bottle, and I'm going to do this, and I think I may end up staying the night, and I'm tired, and And then when you get here, there's barely any conversation. Okay, we're eating and watching TV, and you hear me, eating and watching TV. So how do we have an opportunity? Oh, so we're gonna talk while we're eating, right? And then we're watching TV. We're gonna talk about what's on TV. We're not gonna talk about what's going on with you and I, how our day was. Some of you all are that great. Hey babe, how was your day? You're asking her. That's what you're supposed to do. Most of y'all get in here, scarfing down your food, looking at the TV, talking to the TV, and she just sitting over here all pretty and looking all sweet and not even paying her not one bit of attention. And you have not, one, acknowledged her presence, okay? And maybe if she got all nice and yummy and stuff, you haven't acknowledged the fact that she looks nice. See, because remember I said you're so industrial, you know, just in the little robot manner that you don't see anything different because you're just used to just moving and grooving in your own little way. Well, over time, that becomes boring. Over time, that is not fun. And over time, a lot of you all don't take the time to invest in like foreplay. Meaning, listen to this. If you live together, by all means, you should be doing this on a regular basis. Flirting with each other, communicating with each other, keeping each other motivated through positivity, through realness, through, you know, like really giving each other the high five and just being teammates with one another. If you live together, you should be doing that on the regular. And second, if you don't live together, if you're in a coupleship or whatnot, you should still do the same thing, but differently. Send text messages. Do video chats. Oh my God, yes. And also, that makes it easier for a lot of us due to everything that's going on in this world. It makes it so much easier for us to stay connected to our love. And also to inquire about how they're doing. That's one. Two, incorporate is the word. Yes, incorporate. Incorporation. Incorporate the sexy into your day, the sexy into your week, the sexy into your relationship, damn it, okay? The sensuality into your life through virtual messaging, okay? There's a way to do it, y'all. I think I had a post on that about sexting and all that stuff like that, and phone sex, yeah. Okay, so incorporating that in your day, using those devices that you pay so much money for every month that we do, using them to use it like as foreplay, use it as keeping on top of what's new or what is desired by your lady love here, or your you know, your wife, your girlfriend, significant other. See if she's into some different stuff, because people do change. She may not like getting her nipples bit anymore. She may not like you licking in her ear anymore. We change, and I know you change too, fellas, but this is for you to, and this vlog is for you to enhance your sex life. Okay, so you know you have to communicate, right? We've already went over that. So some things that you don't like anymore in the bedroom, you need to be a big boy, a big man, and vocalize them to her. And I'm pretty sure she will respect you for saying, hey babe, I don't like that no more. You know, I don't want to do that no more. For whatever reason. You have a right to change. We all do. We're adults. So anyway, start the seduction during your day while you all in your industrious, you know, you're moving and grooving your little worker bee day. Start your seduction during the day, so when you get home, when you have your little, you know, your to-go meal from Applebee's, y'all sitting there, maybe y'all giving each other some flirtatious looks. You may not even get to dinner. Dinner will come after your seduction, okay? That's how it should be. Y'all eat after the seduction. What I've noticed for me sometimes is that I don't even have foreplay anymore. Rarely. I know you're like, what? What did she say? What? Because I put a lot of effort in sharing some of these sexy images, some of these little, you know, nice little messages through my mates. So that's how I have a lot of my foreplay, and it's all in my mind. And sometimes I get lucky with with the verbiage back, you know, the text messages back, or I get a picture back, I get lucky back. And sometimes I don't. And I get a phone call like, oh, you're looking good today, or, you know, how are you doing? And, oh, I can't wait to taste this and do this with that body. Oh, that ass and this, you know. So I guess because I'm not attached in a coupleship. Mr. Industrious, when he does arrive, he's ready to, you know, he's already at the gate and ready to go, you know, to the finish line for the most part. Not saying that we just get to the door and then we just get to it. No. We work our way into it, but the foreplay is very like next to nada, nothing, okay? But I love foreplay. I love it. Whether it is done virtually or whether it is done in person. I prefer in person. I love that's just like the pre build up to the real for real worship, you know? Look, some nipple plays, some worshiping on the toes, and you know, just some playing with my yoni. Oh my goodness, using the sex toys, getting in the shower together, washing my body, I wash your body, and then we just laying right here, okay? And make it do what it do. Oh my goodness. And another thing, how to spice up your bedroom is, if you fellas, and I'm noticing that a lot of you all in my demographic are over 40 or creeping up to the hill of 40, and nothing wrong with it. It's so important to you to stay on top of your health concerns, meaning your blood pressure, meaning your body weight, and also your mental health. Because a lot of us that are in corporate, a lot of us, like y'all fellas out there, a lot of y'all that are in corporate, y'all don't have a healthy outlet. So when you are getting into the bedroom and you work for Shay Whitey, and yes, the fuck I said Shay fucking Whitey, you work for Shay Whitey all day, and you look good in your damn $700 suit makeup thing that you got on and your Italian shoes, you know, you look fucking good. You're making good deals at the job. Okay? But the thing is, you don't have a healthy outlet outside of your nonprofit, outside of, you know, you golfing with your buddies on the weekend. That's a healthy outlet. That is a healthy outlet. But what about something that helps you relieve your aggression? You know, is golf really satisfying? Is that really satisfying? Is that letting out your aggression from Whitey over there? You know, that you work for off of Windward Parkway over there in Alpharetta over that way. Is that helping? You going to, you know, to the athletic club and doing some things with the boys. Does that help you? I want to know. Because sometimes you need an additional outlet, fellas. Okay? Outside of your job, outside of whatever sports you do, and some of y'all don't even do sports. Some of y'all don't even go to the gym. Some of y'all don't even have an outlet outside of your newborn set of twins. And poor babies, you know, poor wifey. She needs a break too. Y'all gotta do something about that shit. Because in the end, she's gonna be upset, need a break from you and the twins. And you're gonna need a break from all of them. So then you'll meet someone online like me. The Love Goddess, the virtual one, okay? And then you'll have a virtual relationship with me, which I don't mind, because that keeps the lights on up in here. But I have to get back to you and say that it's important to have a healthy outlet, okay? A healthy outlet. You figured out what it is, whether it is it's going to go box, whether it is you're gonna go jogging, whether you're gonna go somewhere at a gym and put some DMX in or some 50 Cent in, or you're gonna not listen to some aggressive music and you're just gonna just put in a couple miles at the gym running, just sweating your ass off, whatever the case may be, you know, whatever your outlet is. And as long as your outlet is good enough, that means it suffice, right? It's adequate enough for you not to be upset about your week with Whitey over here and off Windward Parkway, okay? So, yeah. What I find, and I'm going to tell you why. I had to share that. Is because I do meet men who are in corporate, And they have a kink level that is like humongous. You hear me? Look, I gotta go back on the bed. I gotta go back on the bed. I gotta go back on the bed. Ooh, they have a kink level that is humongous. Am I ashamed to share that? No. Their kink level is humongous, meaning they're the kinkiest, the freakiest, the most repressed men I ever meet, fellas. Ever meet. And that can be a little bit dangerous at times. Because one, you're looking for something that is unrealistic. Can I say that? Unrealistic when it comes to regular women. Regular women who are not into their sexy and sacredness and their kink. Regular women who are not into just you coming and just gone. You know what I mean? Having a transaction with them. Because you don't have time for much else. Only thing you have time is to get this out of your system. You know? So you're really in it for a transactional type of purposes, okay? So anyway, I am done with my little chitty chat. I was getting real comfortable on this here bed, y'all. Real comfortable on this bed with my little chitty chat with y'all. And I hope, fellas, that you have actually taken heed to, pay attention to some of the things to enhance your sex life, okay, to spice it up. Because I know there are a lot of women out here who are not as vocal and, you know, and it's free and they feel like they can't tell you because you're not approachable. You just don't fucking listen. And maybe she has said this to you. And maybe it just took me to create this post so that I could advocate for her. Because damn it, I know I'm vocal. I know. Oh, shit. You hear me? My lover, okay? My loves, if that fluctuate, lover with an S. Sometimes, you know. Lover always get the tea. Always knows, like, listen, I want some goose. I want some fish. I want to go to a movie. I want you to do this and that to me. I makes my list. No, okay. I want what I want, and I want you to give it to me. Do I get it? Most of the times, yes, I do. I do. I do. I get my way. I do, and I like it. Look. Yes. All right, Ms. Atlanta from Ms.AtlantaThickDream.com and DreamsUniverse.me. I am signing off, and thank you for subscribing to my OnlyFans and my mini-vids, profiles. Thank you. And I gotta go, because we've been on this thing here for like 32 whole minutes. But I know you don't mind, do you? Seeing this to your face, Miss Atlanta. All right, y'all. See you soon. Bye. I love you all. And be kind to yourself and others, because you are blessed and loved. Bye.